Assalamu alaikum, sisters and brothers. Sulaiman Rahim here, Messenger of the Covenant, breaker of the 7 seals. Petro Wars. Sisters and brothers, America is a terrorist nation. It started out that way, right? Gog and Magog, they came out of the Dark Ages 500 years ago. Gog and Magog, 40 years, 1,000 years in the pit. That's history. There's no doubt about that. They're trying to tell you that's the millennia, that's something that's going to happen in the future. That's the one of the few things that's in the angel that's past, because it lays the framework. Because it was balled up by Abraham's resurrected Islamic empire, by Prophet Muhammad, and balled up for 1,000 years. And they came out 1,000 years later and covered the whole earth. Earth they even know about. See? Deceiving everybody, making mischief, shedding blood. That's history. That's undeniable fact. And they went out, steal, kill, and destroy. Exactly what they've been doing. A terrorist nation. But it said there'd be no fear of God before their eyes. See? You don't understand what that means. See? No fear of God, that means no fear of consequence. There's no fear of consequence. But not fearing consequence doesn't mean you defeat consequence. By not fearing gravity doesn't mean you're not a slave to gravity, because we all are slaves to gravity, period. So just not fearing it doesn't mean you overcome it, destroy it, or defeat it. Okay? That just means that you might be an ink spot one day because I don't fear gravity, and you're going to step off a high building, and then gravity going to grab your ass. Then you're going to find out, right, that your lack of fear is not going to save your ass. So they had no fear of God before their eyes. They went out. See, but they was given power to do that. Remember, they was empowered to do that. They was empowered to make mischief and shed blood. How was they empowered? They was given the discipline to do it. Okay, let's look at this another way. Consequence. Consequence is immediate, instantaneous. Every action has an opposite but equal reaction immediately, not later, not a year later. That's mathematics. Instantly, instantaneously. So, how can they bottle it up? Well, see, that's the power of the mind. See? Like I said, you got a quality and quantity. I keep bringing that up. See? So, they was given the discipline to bottle it up. What do I mean by that? Okay, you take a dam, right? You got water flowing. You want to dam that river up because too much water coming away for whatever reason. So now you build a dam. So now the water's not flowing. But you have to eliminate consequence. You change the quality of it because now the water's putting pressure in that dam. So it's still consequence, but the dam is taking the consequence. Your dam is still for your mind. Because otherwise you change the nature of the consequence. But you don't change the consequence. Instead of being 5 equals 5, you got 5 equals 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. You know what I'm saying? So you don't change anything. Like I said, the consequence can come in different ways. You can do something to hurt someone, and you can be cultivating a cancer that you can't see. Until it's too late. And so when you bottle it up, right, the consequence, but you change the form of the consequence to put pressure in that dam. But remember, it costs you energy to build that dam. So you use your energy, right, to change the nature of the consequence. Everything adds up, brother and sister. You don't just throw it down. You have to use energy. So use your energy to bottle up the nature of the consequence. So people think, oh man, they're not facing any consequence. They're getting away with it because it says in the scriptures, we're faithful to you and we're suffering. And they hate you and they prosper. No, they're suffering. It doesn't seem because you don't recognize the nature of it. Because now they got to spend money to build that dam, and they got to monitor. It costs them to do that. This thing, they could have some cost, some else they couldn't have as a result of that. See, part of the thing is all this evil and shedding blood. One thing is they're cutting themselves off from the future. They're destroying their seed. Their seed is their pathway to the future. But there's all kinds of ways to talk about these things. Like I said, mathematics is, to me, mathematics is very simple. But I give you, once somebody teach you add subtraction, then you have to go back and say, well, 5 plus 5 equals 10, or 5 plus 3 plus 4, right, is 12. I mean, you want to say, you should, no matter how it comes, you should be able to do it. And so, no matter how you look at every situation, once you understand the basic math behind it, you should be able to interpret and translate and figure out what's going on. So this 500 years of this terror and everything they've been terrorizing us with, they effectively cut themselves off from any future and any impact to the hereafter. See? Because they was destroying their seed. See, the longevity of the seed, their pathway, whatever path they might have had. Because I said before, if they had obeyed us, they wouldn't stay on this planet, but we'd have found a place for them. There's trees and plants out there. We'd have found a paradise for them, but we wouldn't have been here. But they've cut themselves off for that. See? And they don't understand they paid that price. But let's look at it in a more simple way, right? So they're taking and they build that dam up, but the pressure build the dam. So how much energy can they put into that dam depends on how much energy they put into it, right? Depending on how long that dam can withstand the forces, the water pressure against it. Okay? How long can they afford to apply the energy to keep that? Because it takes energy to maintain all this they have. We didn't have enough energy to maintain it, so we gave it to them. But now we're starting gaining that, but they can use it to divert your energy so you won't achieve civilization. You won't achieve control. You won't receive your inheritance. That's another thing we'll talk about in a minute. Excuse me, bro. I'm still dealing with. I don't know what I think they're attacking me again. Things at first it started out like a allergy, but now I think it might have been a flu or cold or something. Now look, and then next thing I know, I got a rash on my body. So I guess it comes out monkeypox or something. They can do what they want to do. They keep on. It's not going to work. It's a little discomfort, right? You're doing something. I'm still here. I'm still in the battlefield. I'm still exploding at atomic bombs. And at any rate. So at some point, they can't afford to maintain a dam anymore, it breaks. And then they can't control the quality, but remember all that pressure that they build up, also that dam, all that comes down all of a sudden. They built up 500 years. They hold back for 500 years what they was doing. And now the dam is about to break. Master Muhammad's about to break that dam, break the power of that power. And when he breaks it, all that comes flooding in on them, the whole flood. That's why they call it Noah's flood. That's why, look at the reason why they use these different terms, brothers and sisters. They don't throw those terms in for any nothing. I mean, I hope one day you're going to see the scripture like I see it, but you're going to be so wise at that point, you're just going to be like, man, that was like 8 plus 1 plus 1 equals 2. But right now, it's too complicated for you. Because your mind, because you're not using your energy to develop your mind. Use your energy to watch Denzel and watch Beyonce and video games and partying and all the bullshit you're doing instead of developing your mind. As I talked about yesterday, about puzzles, right? Every time you deal with a situation, figure it out. But no, hey, I borrow some money. I go to math. I do whatever. So your mind is strong enough. That's why when angel time comes, it blows you away. Because your mind's not strong enough. Because the Holocaust, I told you, it turns from angels to gods. How do you do that? Transfer me from cold to diamond. How do you do it? Pressure. But you have to withstand the pressure to make it all the way through. So you had to deal with every situation they gave us. Your mind had to be powerful enough to do it. Every situation they gave us, they beat you, all the stuff, all the trials you had. They was raping your women, your children, but you had to be patient. You had to figure a way to keep going. Your mind, you had to figure how you get around mass and everything else. Keep going. Not lying still, but keep on making the next day, and increase your mind. So by the time angel time came, your mind was, you had a diamond mind. And so you're ready to take the final test, which is the angel. Angels let you, is the final test to see if you did everything you're supposed to do. When you went to the Holocaust, was you patient? You were supposed to submit. Did you submit? I ain't saying kiss master's ass. We weren't supposed to submit to his tyranny, to his afflicting us, tormenting us. We were submit in submission to this servitude side of it. But he kept hitting us with stuff. And he was making us diamonds because we had to figure out how to get past master, how to get to the next day. You understand? You had to figure out something. I just lie my way. I trick me. Hey master, just give me some help. Be nice to me. I tell you what other niggers over there doing. See, so you failed. See, because you start cheating, and so your mind never got stronger. Go to the gym, nobody's looking right. Hey man, you eating a couple of slices of pizza or something, you pretend you're doing something, you do anything. Then when time comes to the chest, you can't lift. Hey man, I thought you could lift 300 pounds. I can't lift 100, I can't lift 50 pounds. Well, because you wasn't lifting. I'm trying to make it simple as possible, brothers and sisters. That's why with demons, they can work hard as they want to. They're never going to be able to lift the angel. It's like a female. She's for beauty, not strength. Now, they can go out and find some females that might get to lift 400 or 500 pounds. But at a certain point, they can't go any further. Their body just can't do it. Bodies can't do it. They can't do it. Steroids, whatever, they just can't do it. Their body's not made for it. They can go up to a certain point. And so if you say you have to do to qualify for the 1,000 pounds, I don't know if there's any woman on the planet that can lift 1,000 pounds. So that means that eliminates them right away. I don't care how much you practice, whatever. Remember, you got bone structure in it too. You got tendon, all this stuff. You just can't do it. See? And so they can't do it either. That's one of the ways we eliminate them. But you can't. But they try to keep you, don't go to the gym. Don't do this. Don't stand up for your people. Go out there and party. Just, all this kind of stuff. See, you understand what I'm saying? But when you was going through Holocaust, every day was a puzzle to get through that day, which means your mind got stronger and stronger and stronger dealing with it. Because you deal with the most traumatic the most difficult puzzle any human being had ever dealt with raving, roaring monsters that you had to somehow survive every day, 24 hours, 24/7. And you didn't know that's what she was doing, but you're stressing your mind. Because us, the ones here today, the original people, they made it. Now we still got a few, but you see them. You see Iraq, you see they never gonna get into because they lying, they're thieves. They got here by lying and stealing. That means they ain't gonna go any further. They're not going any further than, right? They're not getting any further than the shores of America. They ain't going any further. They can't. Because they was lying and stealing their way through the Holocaust. We see them right now. They're still lying, stealing, all stuff they're doing. Then they violate, they want to beat up women and everything else. You can't get your way to beat them up. But we had to keep on every day. See? And we didn't realize we was doing that. See? But their children didn't have any puzzles to solve. Except for just dealing with us. See? So when test time comes, they don't know anything. Demons don't know anything. Only people that kept on applying, right? Thinking. See? So now the engine's the final test. I'm gonna leave that there, bro. Says I'm not going too much more into that, right? This. Do you understand? So it's a terrorist nation, but we had to figure out how to survive their terror. No, just on the ride over here. A lot of people couldn't handle that puzzle. They jumped overboard and got eaten by sharks. They cut themselves off in their whole sea line. Because every time we ran into a situation, some of us made it to the next step, some of us didn't. I'm talking about these demon diversions, which is another way of showing, because you got to understand the scripture says that's what Solomon would do it, right? And the sifting until you have nothing but pure gold. So have you ever seen those gold mines that go out there, put it, and they're sifting, right? Until they get the pure gold. Anyway, it's a terrorist nation. See? Now, they've been... Okay, let's look at something else here. This fundamental principle that they try to tell you doesn't exist. Work hard to get everything you want, right? Well, we work hard than us. But the demons, they don't pay attention to the reality of that, right? So you think some people have more than others. They don't. The devils have more, the demons have more because their creation require less energy, so they have more energy, disposable income, so to speak. Well, some got billionaires, well, yeah. And what else? The sea line could be cut off, right? Well, they got other kind of issues in it, whatever. Because everybody always finds kind of reason why that those don't seem to work. But it works absolutely 100%. It's mathematics. Okay. So understand that misdamming, right? They were successfully able to dam up their consequence because we gave them the discipline. See? We gave, but we also gave discipline to maintain that dam. So we told him all this stuff. He said, why are we teaching this stuff? Because, why are we bringing this to begin with? Because he wanted to maintain the kingdom for 500 years. And we already saw their tendency to blow it. Muhammad tells us 4,000 years ago, right? 6,000 years ago, they was put up in the case for 2,000 years because they blew it. And then it was in the dark age for 1,000 years. They didn't have discipline to maintain what we gave them power to do. Well, their mission was to maintain civilization, and they didn't have the power to do it. We gave them willpower to do it. But the point is, they couldn't maintain it because they're wicked. Because it required discipline. That's why I said we'll give you your guidance. We gave you scripture, the sealed Bible. Apply that. Apply these laws. Apply 10 commandments. Apply, all these laws here. Because we have to teach them. We don't have to teach them this. We don't have to teach Islam. We have to teach a dog to be a dog, cat to be a cat. That's why they said they was under the law. We're not under the law. Because our nature, they're under the law to maintain discipline. That's what it's talking about. They're under the law. That's how they maintain discipline. So they kept rule. And they kept, that's why I keep sending the prophets to them. Because they couldn't even do the job we gave them to do. Get them back. Because if they're not going to, that's why I says, if salt is lost, its saltiness, what good is it? So if they can't maintain rule, what the hell do we need them for? That's the reason why we made them. To maintain civilization in our absence. If they can't do it, we're not going to get rid of them. So keep saying the problem. Y'all got to get off your ass and make do this job we gave y'all to do. You understand? That's why it gets complicated. Well, that's why Abel said, make somebody make mission shed blood, and then tell us to submit to him? Because then he said, I know what you know not. You understand what I'm saying, brothers and sisters? I'm making an effort to talk slow and clearer. Sorry. You understand? So they returned because they with the Catholicism, which wasn't what they was taught by the sealed Bible, which I was all that stuff, and you can do anything you want to do, just pray and what. So we returned back to the biblical principles for a while anyway, coming out of the Dark Ages. They went against the Catholic Church and started studying because they started pulling the mathematics out of there. Started turning to discipline. Building that dam. That was allowed them to have civilization for the next 500 years. We know they couldn't maintain for too long because they're weak. And now you see right now, they're in free fall. They're losing their discipline. And we know it from the scriptures, once it happens, you're destroyed. Isn't it God is coming to destroy you? No, you destroyed yourself. Sodom and Gomorrah, right, soon as they lost discipline and started doing what they're doing here now, which never happened in the past, it's happening now, it was destroyed. Because they don't have discipline to maintain their civilization anymore. So it's destroyed. And destroyed suddenly because they was able to hold it back for 500 years. And the damn break, because they can't hold it back anymore. You see, they're going total crazy. You can't call a woman anymore. You can't call a man anymore. You can't have the privacy of a restroom. Right? They come out and tell you a man can have a baby. They tell you to go totally crazy. This is from the highest levels. The president, everybody's telling you this stuff. That means they're going totally nuts. But now all the terror they inflict upon us, the Holocaust, the dam is breaking, and about all that water comes flushing all at one time. Because when you push the dam up, right, you stop, you're holding the water. But as the water gets stronger and stronger and stronger, right, the more dangerous it becomes. And once that dam breaks, right, all that water you've been bottling up for all those years all comes all of a sudden. Right? So we got 500 years. Bam, hit them all at once. Because they had no more discipline to hold it back anymore. See? And we see this in angel all kinds of ways. Like I said, the shield, they was holding it back. And once it was pulled out, flood came and drowned them all. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. Terrorist nation. And so, they were beyond the limits anyway. That's why it's so terrific. The Holocaust is terrific. The Holocaust they're going to experience terrific was even worse. That's why I said unprecedented. Worse than what they did to us. That's why they double. See? I don't really talk that too much because people think, oh, that sounds like it's unjust. Double. Why is it double? Okay, let's look at it this way. They did stuff to us for 5 years, right? That were beyond the limits. Anything beyond certain was beyond the limits. So say they stole $1,000 from us. But they stole $1,000 from somebody else too. Then they got to pay us back. Right? But if we the judge, we're going to demand $2,000 because that's what they took. That's double what they took. Why you not? Because you take all back and then you disperse the other $1,000, whoever. See? But then again, say for well, I don't want to get too complicated with this mathematics. Right. Let's look at a scenario here. They stole $1,000 from you. And stole $1,000 from your neighbor. So now you're in court and they just, hey, you stole $2,000. Right? And now you got to give $1,000 back. Right? To them. That's justice, right? And $1,000 to the neighbor. But then if the judge found out that the neighbor stole $1,000 from you too. So you get double back from that person. Because they actually, in effect, right? Mathematically, they took $2,000 taken away from you. And all belongs to you because your neighbor took $1,000, they took $1,000 from them. You see, see the math there? Because they didn't only do things to us, it's the whole nation. But we the one to judge, we the ones that's going to be the judge. That's why I said do double, not unjust. That's what the double to what he did to you, because you got to claim what he did to everybody else. And it comes out to as much as they did to us in the same different way. They didn't dehumanize them. They stole from them. They stole. You got people starving in other countries, invading them and everything. All the stuff they did. Different quality, but the quantity remains the same. A different quality, but the quantity remains the same. Because they weren't just doing to us. They were doing to everybody. So they didn't go to the Holocaust. They went to other things with these people. But we're the judge. And the other people they did things to was doing stuff to us too. Right? Sunnis, Arabs, Levites, Africa. False Israel. See what I'm saying? They was taking from us too. That's what it means to double. I just know all this math, but I don't want to go to. I want to teach you math, but how can I start telling you about calculus when most of you still struggling with addition? Because there's no injustice anywhere. Everything adds up. But sometimes I don't know it because I try to explain to you, wouldn't understand I'm trying to explain to you. So I just leave it open. I just kind of blow it off. They don't receive double. They will receive double. Double what they did to us. Think about that. Because everything they did to everybody else. Because who's going to do it to them? All these other nations that they did, you know what I'm saying? And who's controlling that? So now, how you understand? Does it make sense now? So they're only going to pay what they did to us. Famine. And the locusts were, but they're also going to pay all other nations as a double what they did to us all together. Could we be invaded on the siege? So the Holocaust could be twice as bad as the Holocaust they put on us. Double. Damn. Damn. Woo. It says it's going to drive them mad to understand it. So it will drive them insane to understand it. Because if you can imagine what they did to us as we go on them, double, these are unprecedented. Damn. And it's only days away. It's coming full steam. What they call that movie, Fast and Furious? God damn! So it's going to drive them mad, insane to understand it. See, you F with the wrong people. It tells you don't touch us. So don't touch us. You ruin, don't touch us. You fucked with the wrong people. One brothers and sisters. Now you understand it? I told you I'd make it clear and clear as you move closer. I made it so clear, right? Ray Charles, because you always say, damn, I got that one. And he blind and dead. Oh, brothers and sisters. Petro Wars. Deep dark secrets. Petro Wars. Now, brothers and sisters, I've been telling you about this oil thing quite some time. And now you got them talking about it. I showed a presentation where he actually said exactly like I'm saying it. Now, diesel fuel, that means everything seizes up. Nothing can move, no gross anything. He actually almost like, he's my minister. That's the talk of Carlson I paid the other day. Okay. Again. Hold on, brothers and sisters. They're trying to shut me down again. They shut down my backup, so I'm going to back up again. Because they next thing going to show they shut down my live, so the whole thing be shut down. So give me a minute, brothers and sisters. I know what they get ready to do. Keep it back up. They shut down my backup. And the next one shut down the live. I always stay a step ahead of them. In fact, I got two backups, one they don't know about. Okay. So give me a second, brothers and sisters here. Hey, they're working on it. What I'm saying is, I'll talk a few things while I'm waiting for this, right? So, while I'm waiting for this. Because every time when I start hitting home, okay, it's on or what? I can go another direction. Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to. There it is. Believe me, brothers and sisters, this is a battle, it's a war. In the thought atmosphere, they attack me every day. It takes sometimes hours just to get a presentation going. I really don't need to do this because I have an additional backup, but I'm going to do it anyway. It's going to take a minute. So I'll wait for this, bro. Just give me a minute here. Waiting for this. Let's see here. Oh boy, I tell you. Here we go. One wait for this. Give me a second, brothers and sisters. Yep. You're deplatforming in a few more days. And I say literally a few more days, that's me, a few more days. Okay, let's see, get back up here. Back up here. Couple of minutes, brothers and sisters. Anyway, brothers and sisters, the thing is, as I've been pointing out, everybody's our enemy. Everyone's our enemy. They've been taken from us too. Okay? But a lot of them, the devil's been taken from them. And they got a double problem because they were told to submit and they didn't. Some of them, the jinn didn't. That's the Arabs, Sunnis. They don't see themselves as jinn, but they're the jinn. Don't know no doubt about it. So they can twist things all they want to. They're the jinn. Okay, where we go? I think we're almost there. Almost there. One more thing here. Where is it? Okay. Just crash my system. Never happened before, it just started happening. Of course. So every time I get, when it happens, well, I'm not going to, because I tell you, I'm telling them, and I can give more information they already have. There you go. Okay, almost there, brothers and sisters. So everyone's our enemy, but you don't understand that. That presentation, I just explained it. Only friend we got is Master Muhammad. Only friend we got. only friend. Even Elijah's army, they're the enemy. So-called Days of Islam under Demon Farrakhan, he's turning him into the enemy. And, oh boy. Okay, there we go. Okay, almost there. One more thing, then we're there. Okay, there you go. Okay, brothers and sisters. I'm back. I'll see if I can crash it again. Okay, let me get this. Okay, here we go. Okay. You go, brothers and sisters. And then we head over. Let's transition over. Hold on, brothers and sisters. Let me see something here. No, I didn't. What's wrong? Oh, no wonder. I used the right one. Okay, brothers and sisters, still got a little issue here. Okay, it's good. Okay, it's good. Okay, brothers and sisters, let's continue. Now we have enemies everywhere. And one of our chief enemies right now, son of perdition, that's Farrakhan. His father's the devil. If you Google, right, say Farrakhan says his father is a Jew, or maybe a Jew, he got the interview there. What he admits, he says father's parents, not his mother's, father's parents are Portuguese, both of them, right? White Portuguese Jews. What can be clear than that? That makes him a Jew. A black face because he was raped. His mother was raped by his Jewish father. That's why he talks stuff like, hey, it doesn't matter. Your mother's father had nothing to do with you, right? Because God made you in the womb. See, that's why he talks stuff like that. One black blood make it. That's why, because he's trying to cover the fact that he's a devil. Pure and simple. Half devil, half man. Pure and simple. That's what he is. Son of perdition. Satan casting out Satan. He's the Satan. Who is Satan? He says cast out Satan. Well, it says, he tells you right there, he's Satan because it says Satan to be casting out Satan. I just want to point out, but I'll move on because I'm going to talk about him in a minute. But he's one of the most dangerous things, right, in the physical form, than even the devils, because the devil's an open enemy. And like Muhammad taught you see him, you don't mostly ignore that. You see, but this one you can't see, though he's in plain sight, because he looks like you. He's a parasite, he sucks your blood. He's a liar. He's trying to steal your inheritance. Stay here. He's trying to tell you, he teaches like Muhammad's teaching was a lie. He's a pile of shit who's covered himself with the honey of Elijah Muhammad. And so you attract to the honey, but sooner or later you'll get past honey, start tasting the shit. And you're going to start tasting shit pretty soon. Now demons, they have no choice. But pretty soon you're going to start tasting the shit that was under the honey that he was pretending was Elijah Muhammad. Because he's not teaching anything Elijah Muhammad taught. I was there, in that secondhand, hindsight, or half secondhand, or hearsay. I mean, whatever the hearsay. I was there from 70 to 75. He's a liar. He's a coward. He turned against Elijah Muhammad. He say crap like told Wallace Wallace was fished out on time. He had no business in the Nation of Islam at all. They allowed him in because his father supposedly had passed. He was supposed to attend the ceremony. So how do you go from there? It was a family thing. they reached out to him. See? Because his father, right? So that was a sympathy thing. So how did he get charged in Islam when his father physically put him out? And everybody knew what Wallace would do. Everybody knew Wallace would do. Wallace made no bones about it. He was going to give it everything, and that's exactly what he did. Before you could blink an eye, he got rid of the Nation of Islam. He had dismantled it, liquidated all his assets, put people out of work. Some people end up dying. A lot of people end up going back to prison. He destroyed the lives of literally thousands and thousands of people. And Farrakhan was right there with him, assisting him every step of the way. He was bad-mouthing the messenger. Only reason why he walked away from Wallace, because after Wallace got control of everything, he thought he was going to get a piece of it. They threw his ass to the curb like a two-bit whore, like he is, a coward. He had nothing. He said he was broke. And plus he was scared. Because when you throw him out there without any protection, right, so-called death angels, I knew you didn't know anything about them. Right? These were brothers and nobody who knew they were. Right? But it was like the liquidation squad, assassination squad, right? If you went against the messenger, you know, they would come and visit you. And he knew it was after him. So that's why he left town, ran hide. He's a coward. And he left the sheep he closed it. That he's supposed to be left in charge of. Remember, he's supposed to be left in charge by the Nation of Islam. And he gets scuttled. He didn't stand protected. He doesn't take everything out of it. He doesn't liquidate everything and destroy it all. Destroy the name of the of Islam. He let him destroy it all. Yet he's supposed to be the one to caretaker. He's supposed to be the shepherd. That's what he says. He said it was anointed. He said, right now, put him in the seat. So how come he didn't defend it? Because he was right with him. And then when he hit the fan, his ass ran away and hid. Nobody knew where he was. He's out there in Las Vegas someplace trying to get back on the stage, shake his ass. That's a no good end dead. So the demon is no good. He's full of shit. He is shit. He's not full of shit. He is shit. So tell him lying, dog. Tell him lying, dog. Exactly what you did. Exactly. I'm not elaborating, right? I'm not emphasizing. That's exactly what he did. And more. Now come after me. The pig, swine, skunk, swine song, swine song. Let's move on, brothers and sisters. That's his father, daddy right there. That's his double daddy. You can tell me you don't see the resemblance there? Come on. Tell me he's a light-skinned Jamaican. Read the article. It's out there. He gave an interview. Okay, the birthright. So we're going to talk about this for a second, brothers and sisters. America's a terrorist nation. They was taking everything from everybody. As they got power. Oil. They didn't pay for. They don't tell us about Iranian oil. I'm not going to go to the details here. That's what the problem was. Under the Shah, because they was taking Iranian oil, Iranian naturalized oil. There was so-called democracy at the time, right, in the 50s. But they didn't like that democracy because they wanted control on oil. With British Petroleum, you heard them, BP, they was controlling their oil out of there. It was taken out of there because the British said that was their oil. So they nationalized oil. British got pissed off. They got American CIA going there and topple that government and put the Shah up, dictator. Got rid of president, the Democratic president, put a dictator on the throne, and he gave free oil for up to the next 20, 30 years. Because he was getting the oil, and then he's putting the money back in American banks. Now do the math on that one. He was buying oil from America, and then the money that America was giving, he's putting back in American banks. Do the math on that one. So when they tried to dispose him, he tried to come to America to get all that money that wasn't his anyway, it belonged to Iran, and they wouldn't allow him in the country. Go and Google it, find. They would not allow him because they knew he was coming to get that money out of the banks. Trillions of dollars. See? They wouldn't allow him in the country. He had cancer at the time, so he went to Egypt and died. Laid him to rest or whatever he did. And so they trillions of dollars of oil, they never paid Iran a dime. That's why Iran's upset. That's why they mad. So we gave Iran $1 billion. You getting back their own money. It's not your money. You owe them trillions of dollars. That's all around the world. That's the plan they got with Arabia. Once the oil runs out, oh man, you don't treat women right and stuff. Because where's all the money that Arabia, remember, it's petrodollars. We're going to talk about it. It's in petro. They told me to do it petrodollars. So all in dollars. So what happens when oil runs out there, which it will, they said the best estimate maybe 30 years be gone. When oil runs out, what happens then? Where do we get their money? Oh, okay, Americans have money back. Hell no. You're a terrorist nation over there. You know what I mean? Look, you the one start 911. See, that's why they keep it secret. Because they know the 911 people came out of Arabia. That's why they keep secret. They want to hold it later. Hold their head later when it all runs out. See, you want to start 911. The public will go along with that. Fuck you, not get your money back. So now they got trillions of oil from Arabia of 50, 60, 70 years, and they pay a dime for it. That's why, that's the part why Bin Laden and all those people was fighting, because they're all educated people. It's not the riffraff, the high school dropouts that's doing this. It's the top flight, the intelligence of the world, because they know what the hell it still is. They already saw it did to Iran. That's why they're trying to stop it. Not aside from the fact that Hausa is Hindus anyway. They're even Arabs. That's another story altogether. But it's birthright. So birthright here, you have the demons trying to steal our birthright. They're trying to steal our nature. They're trying to steal our very nature. Our creative nature, trying to steal it. But see, they can't duplicate the seed. The seed comes from the seed. They're trying to duplicate nature. And then you got the Levites. They was working together. See, that's Esau. See, who's getting mad because they sold their birthright to us for nothing, and now Jacob, we have it. We're over here in distress, beaten down. When the birthright belonged to them originally, they gave it up. So God honored us. God gave the birthright to us. So now they're together in unity, just rip the birthright from us. The demons are trying to get it. The Levites are trying to get it. That's what Obama's all about. He's a serpent and Adam and Eve. I'm not going to that story here. They're trying to take our birthright back from us. It's our birthright now. God honored our birthright. He honors contracts. They sold that birthright for being a bowl of soup. So now, God honors contracts. Keep telling you that. Let's move on, brothers and sisters, after I mention that. Battle cry. So we're going to quickly through before I do this, I want to get back to this oil. Now, I've been telling this for what? For years, actually. I was saying how chapter 18 is about oil. How this world the oil is returning off from Europe and America once they defeated in the Middle East. I've been talking about this for years. I've been talking about a lot lately. And in fact, in the past couple of weeks, I've been talking about it very clearly. And now you got the devil's talking about it too. If you watch Carlton, whatever, he was actually just played my recording. He's talking about diesels with no fuel. They don't have enough diesel fuel, and that means everything's going to dry up, collapse. When he says, see, I don't want to talk about it like it really is. It could be an economic collapse. But see, brothers and sisters, what you understand is that people here don't understand what economic collapse is. They think, oh, that's like inflation or depression or something. They don't connect that with food. They're not connected with food because everybody's been, except us, we was eating shit, cow shit and chitlins, and worse, human shit. But these people haven't missed a meal in 500 years. They can only sell all the food that the natives had here, and they went crazy. Man, why didn't you say anything like that? That's what Thanksgiving's all about. There's no concept of what a famine is. Famines never hit America. They have no idea what a famine is. You understand? They have no idea what a famine is. None. No concept. Because they don't connect with food. They look at food like it's like air. Hey, it's there. That's why it's going to be so egregious when it hits. Because, famine's coming. They still think it's going to be McDonald's open. Wendy's. Subs. See? Hey, all things still going to be open. Okay. Supermarkets. We get online. No, brother, sister, that's not where it's going to be. See, it's always started. I told you, in the Middle East, that's where the war is going to break out at. But in many ways, it already broke out. That's where it's going to break out. Because this petrol war is what sets the stage for that war in the Middle East. Because that's what it's all about, petrodollars. What do I have to do, brothers and sisters, to get you to put the pieces together? See, something that I told you I can't say too far in advance because I'm telling them too. It says that they knew ahead of time they would prevent it. But they're too stuck up in it now. The petrodollar, that's what the war is all about. You notice, and I told something about Iran right now? That was a big issue a while back. JCPOA, I told you they were not going back to the JCPOA. I told you that years ago. They haven't went back in close. Right? I told you that. I told about this petrodollar and oil war. But now you know, the last week so, that's on the back burner. Iran thing, and yet still, they're going to have a nuclear bomb in a couple of weeks. And that's urgent. That's existential. But yet still it's on the front burner right now. The petrol wars. Around World War III. They're blowing up the petrol thing. They're trying, all this about petrol. Who's going to finish it? We're going to freeze. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Because it's setting the stage, because where's the petrol? Where's the root of it? Back in the movies, the petrodollar, House of Sard. Well, since how clear can it be? That's what's all. I told you. I gave you the brass triangle. The brass triangle. And I put the bottom of the cord is the oil. The petrodollar. Petro war. Was to win it. They have to have control of the Middle East. They have power and they're losing it. They have total to win the petrodollar war. Because remember, it's not just, it's the root of it. Because it's really a financial system. But now China and Russia are building a new financial system. And only way they can stop it, they can have control of the Middle East, have total control of Iran, the whole thing, all and everything, to maintain their power with that petrodollar and maintain their power right in the world. They stand, because right now, if you listen to these people, this whole thing, they come with a new world order. The whole reality is being challenged by everybody in the world, their financial system and everything else. And what's the core of it, the petrodollar, oil. That's at the base of that triangle. But says, how clear had to make it? That means that's where they have to focus at. They focus that more right now. They need to focus on Ukraine. Petrodollar, oil. Ukraine and Iran, even though they're very existential things, according to their mind, they're second, third in the priority list. The priority list right now is the petrodollar. Oil, as I've been saying, because every day is getting close. The vision I'm outlining to you is getting closer and closer and closer every day. And no one's talking about it but me. You notice Lion Fire kind of silent. Silence, that rhymes with silent, he's quiet. Or the other kind quiet. They ain't talking about it. $1, TJJ, then everybody's quiet. It's stuff, deafening silence. Only one they're talking about is myself explain in detail, not watch the weather stuff. And every day it gets closer and closer to what I'm telling you. And it becomes more and more focused. And they tell you what would happen if they fail and the petrodollar collapses. They tell you, famine. They don't say that, they say economic collapse, which means famine. In other words, it's not famine, economic collapses. If they can't maintain this system, this financial system, that's based on the petrodollar, that rests in House of Salt, which turned them down, said, "Well, kiss my ass today," told Biden, didn't they? Do you understand what's going on? Petro war. It's going to kick off the war in heaven. That's kick off Armageddon. You see the puzzle sits right in place, doesn't it? Which ends up right with the invasion by China and India. Can you see the pattern, pictures falling in place? Everything I've been saying is happening just like I've been saying it. Also said the oil is the reason why. And then we tell you right now, there's a big article, Macron, right? In charge of France, right? Will he leave NATO? And I've been telling you they're going to turn against America. You see the article? Go Google it. Will he leave NATO? He's getting under pressure from French people to leave NATO. Where are we going to go to? He's not the only one. I told you they're going to turn against America. Watch the weather, Farrakhan. Keep watching the weather, Silas. You ain't getting this anywhere but from me. And I'm not silent. And I ain't putting shit on my ass calling it honey. I'm telling you exactly, and everything I said up to now has been right on the mark, right on the money. And it's getting closer and closer and closer, higher and higher and higher. Because if you listen to Tucker the other night, there'll be a famine within 25 days. 25 days. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. I'm telling you, I'm trying to prepare you. So listen to Farrakhan. He's toast. But he's silent because he don't have no idea what's going on. They're all silent. I'm not silent. I mean, every day, explain it clearer and clearer and clearer. Let's walk this rather quickly, brothers and sisters. Right? I'm not going too quick because this is something that you really need to understand, brothers and sisters. It's something you really need to understand. Right? So I'm over a little quicker than I did yesterday. I took some time yesterday. Demon diversion. I'm not going into a lot of detail here. We're talking about 1860s, right? 1860, we start coming out of energy deprivation. We start getting enough energy to start rising. So our first rise, right? Let's rise up out of those fields. Right? But we played with demons because of rape and everything for the last 500 years. So half of the blacks in America are demons. So it's 17 million demons, 17 million original people. Keep that in mind. Remember, the demons, they're the mind of their daddies. They're the mind of their daddies because that's a seed. See? So what happened? We brought our minds because we rise. When you rise, your mind creates the meaning to rise. So the created industrial revolution came from us. I keep telling you, ask the question, why did this stuff didn't come from Germany? Why didn't it come from France? Why didn't it come from Russia? Why didn't it come from China? Why didn't it come from all these European countries supposed to, they're all white? So that means they should be swallowing everybody else, right? Because they're superior. So why is this innovation coming from there? Why did it come here? Only here. Because it's coming out of our minds, but they're controlling it. And I'm going to scripture explain that to more detail, not right here. It comes to our minds. In our minds, the Industrial Revolution got us out of the fields, didn't it? You understand the power of our minds. That's why they got you under control, because we got space, we're creators, we are creators. Nothing come to existence without our knowledge and our inspiration. So it got out of the fields, didn't it? Electricity, combustion engine got out of the fields. 1860. That was our first. It's momentous in the heavens and earth, but it comes to you all of a sudden. I'm trying to keep my voice straight and slow. I keep catching myself, right? See? And we got the first energy, positive energy wave, 1860s. And we've seen about approximately every 50 years. Let's move on to this one. All these things came in at that time. And what? And then we had the diversion. See, because that showed we're two different people. We was in the same box. They had in the same box. We were two different natures. Okay? So now we had energy that manifests our natures. So we had a thing. We had those who want to stay with master because they master too. Remember, in the fields, there was a mass house. There was separation even then. There was a mass house. There was house niggas, right? The preachers and all that, right? The ones who used to beat us and stuff like that, right? Traitors. So they want to stay with master. And we wanted to get the hell out of here. Escape to the cities. That was the first major diversion. Right? What happened? The music is an expression of our emotions. And we had the blues then, because we didn't know what to do. We was in the fields anymore. We had no house, we had no home, we had no food, we had no clothing, we had nothing, no knowledge, anything. We had the blues. That's what blues came about. Everything I'm telling you right now, brothers and sisters, go and Google it and check for yourself. I'm not telling you anything. I say, go and check it for yourself. Okay, let's move on. Oh, I need to move. Excuse me, brothers and sisters. I'm recording, okay. So then, okay. Oops. Okay, that's right. Then come 50 years, about 50 years later, right? And what happens then? Another energy burst, what happens then? Oh, a new technology, a new reality. Really? That couldn't have been imagined 20 years earlier. Right? Airplanes, cars. Nobody can imagine it 10, 15 years earlier. Whole new idea. Whole technology, aerodynamic age. Automobiles and planes. That came from us. They came from our minds. That's why they want to keep us here with trouble, because they want you to know that's what kind of patents and all this kind of stuff. They didn't have that before. Copyrights. Because they want to take control, but we actually came from us. So we can't take credit and control it. Because they control all that. Their patents and copyrights allow them to control our creativity. They're not created by nature. We are. Move on, brothers and sisters. Oh, no, that's right. That's right. And then another diversion again, right? People saying, remember, some stay on the farms, sharecroppers, some in cities, and then you got people like Frederick Douglass here, right? Afrocentric. We need to be all white people, like massa. Talk like them, learn better language. Walk like them, talk like them. See? And then you have people like Marcus Garvey. Get the hell out of here. Afrocentric. Think African, think African, think African. You know what I'm saying? Because one's are demons and one's are real. But the mind is different, so they're going to have two outlooks, two different perspectives. Okay? And then what happened? Jazz come on the scene. We start feeling jazzy. The music reflected our nature, not their nature. Because the Marcus Garvey wing. Because jazz, we start feeling jazzy. Because we start thinking about, because we went to Africa, where it came from. We know any of that stuff. Now we start to think that. We start to feel good about ourselves. Right? We got history and stuff, right? Jazz came out. Check my tech timeline. We got two divisions. The demons, they want to go with Massa. The blacks, they want to go with them. And the original people, They want to think Afrocentric. See? Actually got upside down here, but anyway. Let's move on, brothers and sisters. All that you can verify easily. And then 60s come, another 50 years later, 100 years from 1860s. Another diversion. What's that one? Oh, a new reality. Computers and space. They have no knowledge of that 20 years earlier. Computers? Nobody think about computers in the 1950s. Right? Space age? Wasn't nothing out there in space in the 1950s. Nothing. Wasn't nothing out there. Hell no means to put anything out there. And then all of a sudden the 60s come in. Sputnik. Remember the Russians put Sputnik up there? Oh, we got satellite in space. Had nothing out there before that. Computers. IBM. See? Computers, satellites. Whole new reality. Is that a coincidence every 50 years? Is that a coincidence? Then the music. What was the music? Music changed too. Motown sound. That was totally different than the jazz sound or the blues sound. Motown. Uplifting. It was more uplifting than the other two. More uplifting. More exciting. And what happened there? Diversion again. This one, Edema's integration. You're doing a married master children. Everyone living next door, living in the house with master. And separation. Elijah Muhammad. And you got the two together. They're making this up. You got two together right there. Because you got two different mindsets. In Motown. Say it loud and black and proud. Now you got people starting to wear furs and stuff. Where before that they were wearing cockaline, hair skating and cocked and all that kind of stuff. Processes. And everybody's getting furs and stuff. You see it change every 50 years. Is it coincidence? A new reality. Computers. Satellites. Never had that before, 50 years before. 20 years before, nothing. 60s started all that. And you got two mindsets. Now this is the point I'm trying to get to, brothers and sisters. You better pay close attention to this. See, this is a deep, dark secret. I'm revealing it now. Because it explains a lot of things. 2020s, 50 years later. When the process, it says, momentous in the heaven and the earth, that's the energy wave, as be absorbed by the earth. Earth is a biological machine that converts it into a form we can use. We can't use the energy in the form that it comes out universe. We have to be converted to form we use. Nutrition, right? Better soil, better oxygen, air, all that kind of stuff, right? So that means a new. So what's the new reality that will come in? Hasn't hit yet, but it's about to hit. It's about to hit. New Jerusalem, it says, it's going to make all things new. It's going to be a whole new technology. It says it's not going to be like the former things. It's going to make all things new. It's going to be totally new. Just like computers and satellites was totally new at that time, 50 years before that, totally new. It's like cars and planes were totally new from what they had back in DC. They had no knowledge of that kind of stuff. Nobody thought about flying and driving cars, machines. This be totally new. Something you've never seen before. Something you can't even think. The Bible says you can't even think of it. Your mind can't conceive it, your heart can't conceive it. Because it's something that's totally new. There's nothing like anything you've ever seen that's about to come into existence. And it's come from our minds. All things new. And a new music will come with it. And remember, all the music was more lifting. This will be victorious music. Because now we're on top now. We're on top of civilization. We've taken our kingdom back. See, remember Angel talking about those singing harps. The guy sells harps. You understand? That's what's about to happen. Now, what does that mean? That's about to happen in a few days. What does that mean? Because remember, all the other three iterations was controlled by Massa. He controlled our creativity. He controlled our innovation. He controlled us. He controlled our social world, because he said, oh no, y'all should listen to Martin Luther King, should listen to Elijah Muhammad. He controlled all of that. So if we stay here, he will control this about to come in. But what did they tell you in the Bible? It says, move the tree of life. It says, told not eat, but they ate a tree of knowledge, good and evil, they ate that. And it says, move the tree of life away. Because if they get hold of hands on that, they'll be like us and live forever. They had to move away. Because they got him on that. Remember, it was about knowledge, wasn't it? Knowledge of good and knowledge of evil. You see the hints there? The tree was about knowledge. And the tree had the knowledge. We had the knowledge of good and the knowledge of evil. They didn't have it. They was naked. They was ignorant. It's right in the story. They was naked. They was ignorant. And so we had the knowledge. The tree had the knowledge of both. 360 degrees knowledge. That's what it's telling you. Good and evil. It's in the story. Bro, I told you, I can go in this angel, you want me to really get this angel? That's what it's telling you. We had 360 degrees of knowledge. And so don't mess with it. And they did. And it just move the tree of life. Oh boy. I don't know if I see you talk this way. Tree of life. Because this too much technology is going to do something. I'm not going to say it. But it has something to do about if they eat of it, they'll live forever. What kind of technology is that? What do you mean by live forever? How? What are you talking about there? It's something you can't comprehend right now. But he would change the twinkle of an eye. So new technology coming in, we are being moved. Because they got hold of that, then they will be able to do it also. We will never get rid of them. So they'll be like us and live forever. So technology could make them like us and live forever. If they got it. It's so powerful. That's why we like to get out of here. That's why people like Farrakhan and those clowns, they look for the devil. The whole idea is keep us here long enough, hold us here, to get that technology. That's why we ain't going nowhere. Read that FBI thing, the things they wanted. Didn't he get every point that they wanted? You don't understand what's going on, bro. So that's how I make it clear to you as we get there. And pretty soon I don't have to say anything because it's going to be right in your face. And which side is he on? Remember diversion? One sharecroppers, right? See? One went Eurocentric. See? Scientology, be more like white people, white, they ain't devils anymore. We want to stay here, think analytical. They are brothers, and we'll bring them in. What side is he on? He on the original side or on the demon side? If that don't get you, nothing gets you. He's on the demon side, because he's a demon. What side is he on? Individual. Because at this point, independence. We break the cross because we have energy now to be independent. We're going to take control of our creation. And they're talking about reparations. Stay here. Stay here. Because we still be under the credit of the devils. Ask the natives. They got reparations. They got a reservation. They was giving states. What happened to the states they was given? When they got tired, they took the states back and put them on the reservation, didn't they? But no, you immune for all that? That's what we got planned for you. Still your inheritance. Still your inheritance. Still your inheritance. Because this new world's coming in. I make all things new. That means it's going to be a total new idea, new technology, everything. That's going to cause a nation that's going to live forever. Cause you live forever. A whole new idea. beautiful, exciting, and they want to get their hands on it. He said, move that tree of life away, protect it. Put a flaming sword around it. See, I can explain that to you too. It is your key. Protect them from getting anywhere near it. Because they did, we never get rid of them. They're as powerful as us. They be like us and live forever. That's why we get taken. So it's urgent, brothers and sisters. We gotta be taken out of here. Because where's it coming from? It's coming from our minds. We're the creators, spatial mind. And some be so stupid enough to give it to them. They was allowed to have the other, but not this. Said, you can have the other. Knowledge of good and evil. You can have that knowledge, but you can't get knowledge of this. The tree of life, you can't get that knowledge. Think about it. You get that knowledge, that's deeper meaning. See? You get that knowledge, you can't get this knowledge. Because then if you get that knowledge, be like us, you be as powerful as us. They make rules like Master Muhammad made. Then there really be a war then. See? Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. I tell you, I got something for you every day, don't I? And you hear this from anybody else? You hear this from anybody else? Anything close? They don't know, they're quiet, they don't have no idea what's going on. Listening to this, and I'm going to start wrapping up, I think, brothers. I talked about the pride and power, right? I talked about it already. Petrodollar. All that's focused on the Middle East, break the pride and power. Master Muhammad's going to break it. Break that dam. That's the dam they set up right there. Psychological dam, religious dam, economic dam. Can I say religious dam? That's when they erected. See, nobody go against them, man. You're the chosen people. I'm not going into detail here today, brothers. They're chosen people. They got to move their seat. And we got to control everything. We got to control Arabia. You never thought they had control of Arabia. No, they don't. Because America is the one that guards their total. That's the deal. We'll guard your throne. We'll guarantee the throne if you give us cheap oil. That means they guard it. That means they control it. America controls them. Because who protecting them from? So the word is, if you don't give us oil cheap oil, right, then we'll protect your throne. That means somebody go throw you. That means who controls it? Control it all. That's the dam they set up. False Israel over there. That's part of the dam. Control that oil. See, House of Saud over there, that's the dam. See? She is part of that dam. Because when you go, I might show you when I get to the Angel Key, right? Because that's what was keeping the flood from coming. They had that barrier to keep the flood from coming and drown them. And once that was taken away, that's what dams built up over there. All the focus over there. He breaks that down. If he breaks down false Israel, what happens? That means they don't treat Abraham no more. That means they got trouble here in America because now the blacks, the original people realize their truth is Abraham. Their lies exposed. What's going to happen here? They got total turmoil, social turmoil, because the 40 years over, they don't have to speak to them anymore. Total, what do you call it? Insurrection. False Israel goes down. That right there alone bring on the famine. What if they can't get any more oil from there? Which is about to happen. No fuel. That, you understand what I'm saying? They get kicked out of there. Totally. They don't access oil anywhere. Plus they lose their so-called their military, because now everybody sees that they're a paper tiger, because they control heaven. Man, they're powerful. Now they're not so powerful anymore. So everybody sees that the bully is weak, and everybody starts going to kick the bully's ass. And that's what happened. Because all the countries are going to turn against America. And so when that foot slip, all of them are turning against them. So America's going to be under siege, going to be under sanctions, because nobody's going to give anything anymore. Even like Muhammad said that, so they're going to run all the nations begging. They'll be cut off. Now they'll be sanctioned, surrounded. Total economic collapse, starvation, and then invasion by three of them. China, India, and non-Islamic Africa under Obama. That's what's going to attack them on the West Coast. That's the goal. On the inspiration of Master Muhammad, read chapter 17. Said he inspired them to do it. How did he inspire them to do it? Because of the dollar. Because of the petrodollar. Not the petrodollar, but the pet oil back in the Middle East again, because they all depend on it. And if you want to continue your economies to collapse, like he saw their economies collapse, then you better do what I tell you to do. You got to go after the heart of America. You got to take her down. Read chapter 7, that's what it says. It says God put in their hearts to do it. I'm leaving that alone, brothers and sisters. So my voice is still stuck my voice and whatever, all those stuff going on. Okay, we're going to pretty much close out, but brothers, I can emphasize how important this point is right here. I don't think anybody's paying attention to it. It's mirror image effect. Consequence, perfect consequence. Is eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. 5 equals 5. General consequences, 5 equals 2 plus 3. Takes somebody's eye, it's been 2 to 3 years in jail. Both of them consequence. Both be paid up. One is direct, perfect, and one is indirect, general. That's kind of Justice America claims they have when they have it. They went to general. What you do is you pay general, right? But in our society and the way it's supposed to be in Scripture, it's supposed to be perfect. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. But perfect, it means one's image of the other. And that's a fundamental trick they're using against you, brothers and sisters, because let me just cut to the chase here, brothers and sisters, because let me just cut to the chase here. Now, I told you we suffered the Holocaust, right? Look at that. We suffered the Holocaust. So if we suffered the Holocaust, somebody terrorized us, because that's how you maintain that kind of system. They terrorize you, right? So now, if they're going to see the consequence, that means at the end of that, if they terrorize 500 years, then they will receive a Holocaust 5 years. That's the balance. That's perfect, right? They took out an eye, you take the eye. So they put us through Holocaust 5 years, they have to go through for Holocaust 5 years, right? They have to go through 5 years worth of Holocaust, right? That's what it's supposed to be, perfect, right? Okay, but what's the other side of that? Okay, now, they drug us into the Holocaust, right? And because they was unjust to us, right? Because that's what is injustice, so consequences of injustice done has to be, so they have to suffer what we suffered, but we was unjustly treated, so we have to be repaid for that, so that's the promised land. Okay? The transformation is part of it, and then the promised land. Okay? We over here are safe, we mind our business, we drug into Holocaust unjustly, and so we get a reward for that, right? Pay attention to that. So that's us on the bottom. It was in, right? They took us in captivity, took us into captivity. We was home, they took us into captivity. From Africa, they took into captivity. And then we suffered the Holocaust. And then the result, we get promised land. That's the reward, right? That's why Farrakhan doesn't read, because he's saying that we was punished. So you don't get reward for being punished. That's why he never says the second part of it, because he's part of this psych out here, this lie. Because you don't get reward for being punished. Okay, so that's the way it happened to us, right? So what happens to people that did that to us? It be a mirror image. They were suffering the Holocaust too. Right? Just like we suffered, because they have to pay, right? That's the consequence. That's perfect consequence, eye for an eye, tooth for tooth. That's the same consequence, same Holocaust that we suffered. But it be reversed. So after they're not getting reward for that, because they're getting consequence to them, so they're getting reward because they've been punished. So after that, they go into captivity. Man, we was taken into captivity, but they got in captivity after they suffered the Holocaust. So on the other side of that, look, same thing. But they was in their promised land. See, we've been taken out of our land to go to the Holocaust. But for them, right, they will receive Holocaust in their own land. And they were in captivity. You understand? They will receive Holocaust in their own land, and they're going in their own land, which they call the promised land, because they call America the promised land, right? So they will suffer Holocaust here, and they go into captivity. Well, we was in captivity someplace else and brought into the Holocaust, and then we go and from this to the promised land. And that now when you understand that, read the scripture again. Because what they're doing is when you read the scripture about all things that happened, that they claim that's us, but they don't want to give us the credit because that's supposed to happen to Israel, but we ain't Israel, but it still happened to us. So that justified them beating us, raping our women, and everything else. Because see, you were disobedient to God, but you're not Israel, right? That justifies it. But read it carefully. Because when you go read those things, that's talking about them. Because they're the ones in their promised land here. They stole it, genocide, everything else. They're going to suffer Holocaust here, the famine, everything else. And then it says they'll be driven into captivity. So we're already in captivity. They'll be driven after they go to their heart, they're suffering the Holocaust. That's the trick. They reverse it and tell you that's you. Farrakhan doing the same thing. Or you're sinful, you're wicked, and all that stuff, right? Because he's lying. See? Because he's with them. He's on their side. And read those stories again, tell them what's happening to them. They're going to receive Holocaust here. When I talk about the dam, they've been bound up 5 years, so it'll come all in 1 year. That's just happening in 1 day. Babylon, all that shit they did, happened in 1 day, right here in America. And then they're driven to captivity. Study that carefully, brothers and sisters. But tell your friends and read it again. Because remember, before me, you had no idea what scripture was saying. You listen to what other people tell you, but you're still confused. You read it. You know who's who and what. And with me, those paying attention, their minds up, they can see. They don't read scriptures confused like that anymore. It's not confusing to them. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. Okay, I'm going to talk about this quickly, then we're going to close out, brothers and sisters. I've been talking about it already. I think I got a couple of more things to add to this, I'm not sure. I did, right? Here's the war. Petro war is going to ignite this war. And you can say they're in Petro war now, right? So Syria and Iran, they pushed up against America. America's empowered in the Middle East. Men's hearts will fail to fear those things coming upon the earth because the powers have been shaken. Who has the power in the heavens? America, false Israel, and Britain. Their powers will be shaken and broken. And that's going to be a sign of what's going to happen here. Because false Israel will be taken down, proving that they're not true. That means true seed over here. When I tell you that the conflict that will cause the insurrection. And then they're under siege. That's first siege. And they're eating each other. There's no food. There's no story. They're going to see that. So that means they ain't gonna know it's coming here. Let's look at this. Okay. She says, Michael's angel. See, I just said, I muted America. Our people. That's it. On all the left, that's our people. It's been corrupted by demons, half devil, half man, right? So our nation, half our people are demons. Okay? So I'm showing. So there you go, Michael's angels, because the dragon represents, House of Sorrow represents the dragon. There's angels. God, Magog, and false Israel, or Antichrist. America, Britain, and false Israel. That's his angels. See, I show it from a different point of view. Okay? And then I blink out the other one, and I show you Michael's angels. That's Master Muhammad. But his angels are down there. They ain't at war yet. They're not at war yet. It says Michael's angels will go to war with dragon. They're not at war yet. So what happens when they actually get to war? That's the piece I added. Hope you understand. Now they're at war. Then when they see Michael and his angels, that's Muhammad, Syria and Iran, right? And now you see a dragon and his angels. They are at war. See it? That's what it tells you. Angels powerful. I get much deeper. I get real deep into this. But what's the point? What's the point of trying to teach you calculus? You just don't know multiplication yet, and then you don't know how to do it if I gave it to you. That's perfect. It's exactly what's happening. Michael's angels go to war with the dragon's angels. Right there is perfect. And what's the end result of that? His angels defeat the dragon. Mm-hmm. They're kicked out of heaven. The dragon's angels are kicked out of heaven. Right? Out of the Middle East. America, Britain is thrown out. False Israel left surrounded by armies. When you see Jerusalem, who controls Jerusalem? When you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, you know it's destruction. Now, redemption is not. But the evangelicals holding out. Oh, Jesus will save the last minute. Because they can't bear to see that they're the two devils and we're true to Abraham. See? So they start attacking us. But in this position, that's the mouth position. You have to understand, angels understand that. That means they start eating us. They're going to attack all blacks. They're going to start trying to eat us because this is the time of famine. When this happens, when they kicked out the Middle East, America, all oil is cut off. Immediate famine. That's what Tucker's telling you. All oil be cut off. America's got rid of all reserves. The military has to use what's left. They confiscate what's left. They're immediately going to war, Syria war with Russia and Europe at the same time. All oil is cut off. Instant famine. And start eating you. What the book says, there it is right there, brothers and sisters. That's what flee. When you see a scenario right here, flee. When false Israel was surrounded and they're eating each other and everything else, flee immediately. Because they're going to be trying to eat your next door neighbor and everything. Not the police. Not the army. It takes a while to get there. Say, no, you don't have time to go in the house and get anything. You got to flee immediately. Because be next door neighbor and everything else. Because instant famine. No food anywhere. With every food that's left in there could become confiscated by the military because there could be a war. I don't know if I can make it any clear, brothers and sisters. I think that's pretty much it. We've got a couple more things here, and see? There's false Israel. Fine, take it out. Gone. No doubt now who the devil is and everything else. It's going to be hell to pay in America if you're still here. Trying to get your ass out of here. Mention the covenant, that's my job to get you out of here. If you want to get out, we're not going to force you. So here we go here. Now notice the flood represents the sea of the rivers, that's the flood. Down here represents the earth. European countries follows Israel. And what's between it, see, that's what's holding the floods back. That's holding the floods back. These armies back. Then the winds blow. I'm not going into detail about that, bro. That's the first of 4 winds. Okay? And then the rest of the winds blow. Right? Well, 3 of them. Remember, it's all 4 going to blow all together. So 3 of them, 3 is gone, but this is what the result of that is, right? And here's the 4th about to blow. Bam, and what happens? That's the demon war. There's nothing holding back the flood, but the demons. And they at war. That's the locust war that lasts 5 months. Total insurrection in America, they've been eaten. 3/5 human. That means you'll be eaten. They have no food anyplace else. So they're going to eat you first, and then they eat their children, their neighbors, then finally eat their children. They're going to be on this total siege. At this point, they're in the siege. China, India, that's the goat, the leopard brown spot. That's the goat that's embarking on the west coast. And if at the end of 5 months, that's where they're going to be. They'll be accumulated there, ready to invade America, putting America under siege. The demons have 5 months, they finally got defeated and eaten. That's why they're trying to defeat them, to eat them. Because there's no other food. The ones they catch to eat. So we're home at that point. We're home. Because Syria and Iran's not coming over here, and we're the elect, we're home. See? That's the great army that the 4 winds generate. Then the demons are defeated and eaten. And then what? And then the flood. As the flood comes in, lays siege to America and destroy America, and then later Europe. That's the flood. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. Same time demons are finally destroyed, then comes in the flood. 200 million army. It's going to be all 3 beasts together. One, the dragon, has 7 heads, 10 horns. His crowns upon his heads. The beast has 7 heads, 10 horns, with the crowns upon his horns. That's in chapter 13, says the transfer of power. So Europeans, they're Armageddon, right? That's the war that starts right after the war in the Middle East. They destroy themselves, so that puts China and India on the rise, on the ascension. You understand? So what happens? Transfer of power, like chapter 13. Then you got another beast that has 7 heads, 10 horns, with no crowns upon his horns. That's non-Islamic Africa, be headed by Obama. And say all 3, he'll be alongside. So they all 3 be together when they attack America. All 3. And then after that axe battles, then it says that little horn in Daniel, that's Obama, he takes out the leadership of both India and China. But he has control of their armies now. That's the word latter days. But we're at home, true Israel, with no fences. That's when they return back to Arabia, with no fences. Now, not Palestine. So they return to Euphrates and now, right? That's all Arabia. Be Exodus. And with no fences around, they'd be prosperous, at peace. That never happened to false Israel over there. So they're home. And then it says, this one, Gog, he's God. You understand? When they say God, God represents a country, also represents someone that leads that country. That's what they do in the Bible. And he was the president of the United States. America's God, so he's called Gog. At that time, Gog, you're going to look over there, he's got control of everything else, let's take them out, and that's when they attack us. That's the war of the latter days. Attack us, and then what happened? That's a great war. Our last war, I talk about that war. I know that war for 30 years. I got a whole book to show I even talk about this. It's on that. Get right on top. I said the battle between the two black nations. But we finished 30 years ago. And then they wiped out, say 6 months of Persia dead. That's it. That's New Jerusalem. Great army. Like all things new reality, everything. We're going, new reality, new everything. So all former things have passed away. This whole technology you think is so great, be nothing. We're on, first of all, on these phones, cell phones anyway. Go be tuned in. That'd be, but we don't, everything, cars, all that kind of stuff, electricity, we don't need that stuff. We have something more powerful, that's greater, that's going to last forever. And it does, her does totally sync with the universe and the earth. That's what's coming in. I make all things new. Hope you, that's say, pray to be worthy, right? To escape all these things that's about to happen. Be found worthy. Pray to be worthy, to be found worthy, escape these things, be in the Lamb's Book of Life. The door's open, bro. Sisters, come get your ticket. That's cost you anything. You got to bow down, kiss somebody's foot, or ask anything. Oh yeah, just come back home, brothers and sisters. Just come home. But you don't come home in a minute, because Master, I'm going to break their pride, their power, bam! All of a sudden, you're going to wake up. That's when Lazarus wakes up. When the four winds blow. That's it, brothers and sisters. That's it. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.